The following program is made possible by K1OIK.
The 6300 is the little brother of the 6500 and 6700, and it fits a real important price point in the market that a lot more hams can afford. And so we felt it was really important to come out with a product in that price point. The 6300 has 2 panadapters and 2 receivers, and the panadapters can be up to 7 megahertz wide. The radio covers from near DC all the way to 54 megahertz, and those receivers can be placed anywhere in that 54 megahertz spectrum.
Are you saying that you can see 7 megahertz of band all at once?
Per panadapter, so times 2. In other words, you can have 2 panadapters, each can see 7 megahertz as a band at once. So for example, you could have one panadapter watching 12 and 10 meters. You could have another one watching 160 and 80 meters.
And can both these panadapters be on your screen at the same time?
Yes, they can. They can be side by side, or they can be one above each other.
Now, but you're using one antenna on this, correct?
One antenna, that's correct. The 6300 has a single antenna that is digitized by the radio.
So if you're trying to listen to 15, 12, and 10, and you're also listening to, say, 40 and 75, you're going to have to use that same antenna.
Right, that's correct.
So you would want to use a wideband vertical or something like that?
It's preferable, yes, if you can. Now, I can tell you, even narrowband antennas will receive across multiple bands.
Right.
You can still, especially the lower bands, you can see across multiple.
What kind of reception have you had with the 6300?
Well, we sold out our first 3 months of production in about 10 days.
Okay.
So, better than we anticipated. The 6300 is $24.99 for the base unit, and the option that you can purchase with it is a built-in antenna tuner, and then you can also purchase what we call the flex control, which is a knob that you can program to do various functions.
If you decide, if you buy without the tuner and later decide to put the tuner in, can you do it on your own?
You can. You can add it.
Okay. Now, the older series now, the 1500, 3000, and 5000 that use power SDR, have you stopped upgrading power SDR? Have you gotten past that?
We, believe it or not, while we were developing the 6000 series, we came out, I think, with 4 or 5 different upgrades to Power SDR. Now, those have been, Power SDR is fairly feature-rich because it was developed by Flex Radio over 11 years, actually. So it's pretty feature-rich, and we'll continue to upgrade and enhance it over time, but it won't be at the same rate as the 6000 series.
And the advantage you have with the 6000, even though people may have to pay for software at times, is that how much of a motivation factor is that for you to upgrade it, where you're now getting some compensation?
Well, it's really the only way to be able to, over a long period of time, to pay engineers to develop that kind of software. They don't work for free. So it motivates us very highly to make software that the customers will want to buy. You don't have to. You can choose to buy an upgrade or not. So the way it works is that if you buy a radio, you get all of the upgrades that are in that point series, like if it's 1.0, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, all of those come for free.
Okay.
If we come out with a 2.0, then you can choose whether you want to purchase 2.0 and then get all the 2.1, 2.2, etc. So it's your choice.
What if you decided to wait and go to wait to 4? Now do you have to pay twice as much?
No, you just pay for that release. So you don't have to pay for the interim releases. You can skip a release. An example of that: if you have a computer that you had Windows Vista on, you can skip all the way to Windows 8.1.
Okay.
It's identical. Same model.
How about using PSK on the 6000 series? How complex is that setup as compared to the earlier series?
It's all integrated inside of a Smart SDR. We have what we call DAX, or Digital Audio Exchange. So any one of the slice receivers can have a selected channel output to DAX, like 1 through 8 or 1 through 4, and any one of those can be directed to a different digital mode application. So it's all built in. All the CAT software comes built in, the serial port, all the virtual serial port, all of that's integrated and built into the software. So you don't have to go get third-party virtual serial ports and virtual components, etc.
What's next? Is there a 7,000 series, 8,000?
Oh my goodness, we just got the 6300 out trying to keep up with production now.
But at some point when you had when you came out with the 1500, 3000, 5000, you were probably thinking about a 6,000, about another series. Are you thinking about anything further beyond?
I haven't even gotten around to having strategic planning yet. So.
Okay. All right, thank you very much.
All right, thank you.